Another book idea for your business. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today I wanted to talk about this book, but not in the form of a book review or anything of that sort. So this one came out in 2012. It's called Stick It. It's 99 do-it-yourself duct tape projects. Okay, 99 different side projects that you could use for duct tape, things that duct tape was never meant to be used for. And I'm going to tie this in to your business, okay? And how I'm going to be able to do that is basically taking a strategy that someone else has used, even though I don't think she wrote this book. It's written by T.L. Bonadio. I don't think she wrote this book to sell duct tape. But she might as well have. If you were a person that produces, manufactures, sells duct tape, would you not want to sell this book also? Would you not want this book out there? It's giving people 99 other things to do with duct tape other than the 1,000 things that we already know what to do with duct tape, because it'll stick to anything. Yet we all know duct tape, okay? The interesting thing is that anybody can use this method. So all these are, this is not, like I said, it's not a book review, but you can see that it's just page after page of projects. Most of them, just from my appearance, look completely useless. I have no idea why you would want to do most of this stuff. It's more projects for kids and people that are just bored. But it's probably, I actually went and got this book. I think it's because it was on sale. It was on sale at like Dollar Store or Walmart or something. And I said, oh, my kids will love that. So I got it. And then closer look, they have an entire chapter on making necklaces out of duct tape. They have an entire chapter on wallets and bags and purses. Okay, and that's an entire chapter. They have multiple ways of making bags and purses out of duct tape. Some of the stuff you might be interested. You could go get a copy of this book, but it's one of those things where anybody could have written this book, right? If you've been on Pinterest, if you've used Google at any time, you can go out and find these lists of different ways of using something like duct tape. Okay, you can go out and find all the lists on duct tape projects, and you go on and on and on for probably years just researching duct tape projects. Okay, this is how immense the internet has become, and none of them are, I highly doubt any of them are copywritten or anything. You could take these ideas, make them your own, and write a book. But that's only if you're looking to sell duct tape. If you are selling dog food, if someone does not have a book out there of other uses for dog food, I'm just making that up out of thin air. Dog food's the one I always like to use for just random reasons. But there's got to be something. There's got to be a way. There's got to be, I'm sure people use dog food for other things. So put out a book on it. It's just a way to get attention, to draw attention, maybe even get yourself into certain forms of media that you wouldn't normally get, free media, PR, and so forth. This is an interesting thing about books. They have so many uses. This is just one of those. When I saw it, I said, that's interesting, because anybody can take the same idea and come up with wacky things. They don't all have to be your ideas. In fact, you give credit to other people, for crying out loud. Just write a book and give credit to everybody that came up with this stuff. Put links to their websites. Most of the book that I have, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, is a whole lot of credit to all the people that taught me everything I know, and giving credit back to their books and everything else, so that you can go and look further when you go and get a copy of my book. By the way, get a free copy of 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business at amazonproofbook.com. You can see how I outlined a book, and how you could too. It doesn't take much. It just takes initiative to get out there and do it. And once you have it, you have a whole lot of gravitas and everything else that you may not have right now, which can then play back into your business, which is what this channel is all about. So hopefully that's helpful to you. I'll be back tomorrow night with another tip, either a strategy or a tactic or a principle that you can take and run with. Hopefully that's helpful. You have a good one. Get out there and let the magic happen.